Okay, hi everyone. I will be acting as the Scrum Master for today's session. So basically, this is our backlog refinement meeting. Our main goal today is to go through the user stories for assignment 2 and decide their priorities using the most common method. As we discuss each story, we'll look at things like business value, possible risks, tendencies, to features, and how it affects the overall project scope. I'll just help guide the discussion and make sure everyone gets a chance to contribute and that we stay on track. Now we'll start discussing with the product owner. Product owner, could you explain the overall product vision and what the Halal integration platform 2 is trying to achieve?
Yes, so the HIP 2.0 is basically a HALA integrated digital platform that supports the HALA business customers and also regulated the bodies. The main goals are to improve the trust in the HALA certification, make it easier for business to onboard all secure transactions, and gives a better visibility through the analytics and the reports. For us, the focus is to deliver the core complaints and operation features first, and then later add more value for features.
Alright, thanks. So we'll use this vision as a reference um, when deciding which features must be delivered early and which ones can come later. So now we're gonna start with the user story 102. Product owner, what priority do you suggest for this one?
It's definitely the must-have. Without security login, user will not be able to access the system properly. It's also important for security and compliance.
Yeah, and technically speaking, login is required before we can even implement things like role-based access, payments, or analytics. It also helps reduce security risks early.
Okay, so based on its high business value, security importance and technical dependencies, we all agree that user story 102 is a must-have. So now we will move to the next user story 103, which is business profile creation. Product owner, what do you think about this one?
This is also the must-have because without the business file, the platform will not really have any meaningful content.
Yeah, other features like verification, directory search, and analytics, they all depend on having business profile data.
All right, so this is also clearly must-have due to its core business value and the number of features that depend on it. So now we will move to the user story 202, which is secure payment methods. Product owner, what do you think about this one?
So it's also the must-have for the marketplace side of the platform because it directly affects revenues and user trust.
Yes, and payments also come with higher risks. So implementing them early gives us more time for testing and compliance.
Okay, so we classify this as a must-have because of revenue impact, trust, and risk management. So now, next we will move to the user story 108, which is generating CRM reports. Product owner, what do you think about this one?
So based on this, I think it's should be the should have. It's useful for operations, but the system can still run without it at the beginning.
Well, it also depends on CRM data being collected first.
Okay, so based on your discussion, this adds value but isn't critical early on. We'll classify it as I should have. Okay, now we'll move to the user story 203, which is viewing business intelligence charts. Product owner, what do you think about this one?
This is also the should have. It helps with decisions making, but isn't essential for basic system functionality.
Well, analytics, well, they make more sense once we already have enough data from core features.
I agree. So user story 203 will be prioritized as I should have. So now we will move to the user story 302, which is push notifications. What do you think about this product owner?
This is could have. It improves users' engagement, but doesn't affect the core functionality.
Well, from the development side, it also adds technical complexity, especially for mobile integration.
Okay, so due to lower priority and added complexity, we will mark this one as a could have. Now we'll move to the next user story, which is 507, which is about personalized recommendations. Product owner, what do you think about this one?
I think it's also the should have. It's more of the valuable add features and not essential for the early releases.
It also requires advanced analytics and data processing.
All right, so we agree this is a could have and suitable for later phases. Okay, before we finalize everything, let's quickly summarize the key dependencies.
Well, business profile creation must be done before the verification, and secure logins, they have to come in before role-based access and payments, and also analytics and reports depend on having enough transaction and operational data.
So these dependencies explain why foundational features are prioritized as a must-haves and scheduled earlier. Just to reflect briefly on roles, the product owner focused on business value, user impact, and compliance needs. Developers highlighted technical risks, dependencies, and complexity. And as a Scrum Master, I facilitated the discussion, kept it structured, and ensured Moscow method was applied consistently. So to wrap up, we have successfully checked and reviewed and prioritized our backlog using the Moscow method. And our decisions were based on the business value and risk dependencies and scope. This prioritized backlog will be used in the next assignment for estimation and roadmap planning. Thanks everyone for your input.
Yes, thank you very much.